this is Phil Goddard with the Town of Bourne Department of Integrated Solid Waste Management. I'm the Manager of Facility Compliance and Technology Development. What we do at ISWM, we run the recycling center. We also have the landfill, and we transfer our recyclables that are picked up by the Department of Public Works at the curb and at the recycling center and transfer them to market. That's our role. DPW picks up the materials and brings those to our facility, and also enforces the mandatory bylaw and quality control. And what we want to do is introduce you to a tool that we're working on with the state Department of Environmental Protection that we've put on our website, along with the recycling committee, who's on this video, Heather DiPaolo, the chair, and the recycling committee, and Jimmy Boyle from the DPW, is on the streets every day looking at the quality, to help you as a resident understand what we want in the carts, what not to put in the carts. And it's a tool. If there's a question, you can type in a search. We're going to do a little quick search here, and then you'll get an answer whether to put it in your cart or throw it in the trash. We'll show a PSA about what we don't want. And it's a tool for you now, if you are in doubt, to check it out. But if you're ever in doubt, we prefer that you put the material in the trash so we don't contaminate our high quality recyclables that we sell on markets around the country. So let's go to the new feature that's on our website. It's on the Recycling and Bourne website, which is linked through the DPW, the recycling committee. It's on the front page of the town website, townofbourne.com. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to go to what you will see right there. And it says Recycling and Bourne. This is a tool developed by a vendor with the cooperation and oversight of the Massachusetts Department of Environmental Protection, that allows you to come in and type in an item. So let's just type in an item, take out container plastic. Okay, so all right, if it's clear, it says right here, recyclable non-black takeout containers. Black should be placed in the trash because it is missed by optical sorters at recycling facilities and will either end up in the trash or contaminating other materials. So this is an example of why sometimes if you think something's recyclable, or it technically could be in a hermetically sealed supply chain with all perfectly, the reason this can't be done is our recycling facilities that we send it to can't detect that, and it contaminates the loads for the other materials that they can sell easily. So this is an example of how you would, okay, I think it's recyclable, but let me double check. So the lid and the clear containers and the takeout containers can go in the recycling cart, but not the black bottom of the restaurant takeout containers. So that's an example. Heather, do you have one you want me to play with here, try out?
What do you want to do, Jimmy? You're on the streets and you see it a lot. What would be, do you want to do cat litter?
Yeah, I can.
Cat litter. Okay, let's do cat litter. This is hopefully,
Know,
this is the cat litter box can be recycled, but the cat litter with the cat feces we don't want in the recycling. Let's try another easy one. Garden hoses. Okay, garden hose is plastic, right? Should we put that in our cart? Put this item in your trash bin. What's another one that's been out there? Bowling ball. They don't have that one. Okay, but styrofoam cups and plates. Put this item in your trash. You get the idea.
Car parts.
What's that?
Car parts. They're metal.
Yeah, they're not going to have that, but just for folks to be clear, the carts at the curb are for your household items, your consumables that you buy in a store, your containers for food and beverages. It's not the entire universe of what theoretically could be recycled or reused. So we don't want food waste in there. We have a food waste diversion program at the recycling center where you can bring your food waste and divert for composting offsite. We have metal recycling for scrap metal. We don't want an engine block or your lawnmower to be put inside the cart. We don't want your TVs or electronic waste to be put in the cart. So the cart's really for your, bottles and cans, your cardboard, newspapers, those items, and they're written right and printed right on the top of your container.
Bill, can I ask you to do one more? This one's always up, milk cartons.
Milk cartons. This is a great one. So Milk carton. Okay. So this is going to have an explanation to it. For most of Massachusetts, cartons should go into the trash. However, some communities in Western Mass do recycle them. If your municipality is on this list and has a link, you can put cartons in your recycling bin. And just to be clear why that is a materials recovery facility that's run by the state of Massachusetts with their contractor. They have a particular way or a vendor that will take the milk cartons, and they've set up their collection system and sorting system to recover those milk cartons. And I should say that this list was prepared in cooperation with the facilities that run the recycling facilities in the state, the companies. The other ones don't have that set up, including the one we send our recyclables to. So unfortunately, it becomes trash when it goes to the facility we send it to. So, unless we were to set up a separate collection, which we don't have right now, this is going to go in the trash. So that's a good question. So it's an
So
example.
Phil, if I may, this is Jen at Bourne TV. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So most folks are now aware that we can't recycle like textiles, for example, or we're supposed to not put those in the trash. Where do we take our textiles?
Heather, I'll let you take that one.
Okay, thank you, Jen. That we have bins set up at all of the Bourne Public School parking lots in conjunction with Bay State Textiles. So they take those, and pretty much 95% of it is reused. It's either sold to be worn again or as part of stuffing, fiberfill, that sort of a thing. But they're the white bins, and I encourage you to use those because the proceeds go to the Bourne PTA. So, and you can drop off anytime, day or night.
Oh, and that's a great option because day or night access, in addition to those containers, ISWM, Integrated Solid Waste Management Department, we call it affectionately ISWM, ISWM, the Residential Recycling Center off of MacArthur Boulevard. We have 3 containers that you, of course, can bring with your sticker access to the facility. You can bring the textile. We've done that for over 20 years. We continue to do that. The recycling committee has added that with the PTA for even greater access. And now what you're referring to is a waste ban on textiles. There's also a waste ban on mattresses and box springs. And ISWM has been recycling those for at least 6 years and have diverted probably 20,000 mattresses. So you still have a way to get rid of. It just doesn't go in the landfill. We don't want it to go in the landfill because it takes up a lot of space. But Jimmy Boyle, let's say hello, Jimmy Boyle. Jimmy works for the DPW. You're out on the streets every day. If there's a message you want to send that you see for what you see in the cards, what would that be?
That would be that wood waste is not recyclable. Kitty litter
Cards. Yeah.
and dog droppings are not recyclable.
Right.
They belong bagged, and I mean bagged, in the rubbish cart. We have people taking the rubbish cart and dumping dust and that type of material in, and it gets all over drivers and laborers.
Good point. So we have asked that the recyclables not be bagged tied in a bag because the machinery at the recycling facilities can't handle that, and it would be treated as trash, and they don't have the staff open up and take everything out. So put everything loose in the recycling cart, the milk jugs and the new, okay, but don't put trash in there like kitty litter in your trash cart with the black lid. What Jimmy's talking about is if you are vacuuming and you have dusty stuff, just put it in a trash bag like you normally do. Do not put it loose in the trash cart for obvious reasons. We don't want that blowing all over the place, getting on the drivers. So keep it clean. And if you don't know what to put in the recycling cart and you're in doubt, throw it out. But now we have a tool that you can come to right on the Recycling in Bourne website through either the home page of the town or the ISWM page or the recycling committee page or the DPW page and check it out. You can also go to recyclesmartma.org, and there's articles on why plastics are worth recycling, notwithstanding what you might have been reading in the papers recently. We recycle milk jugs and soda bottles at a very high rate. So take a look at that. What I want to show you as we wrap up this brief public announcement is a service announcement that the recycling committee did a few years ago on why plastic bags, for example, we do not want in the trash bin, okay, in the recycling cart. So this is a little public service announcement that we did. to emphasize that point and not bag that up. So I'm going to play that for you right now.
Wait, guys, I got my recyclables here. I want to recycle and do the right thing. I got my plastic bag. I got my other bag with all my bottles and cans and newspapers in it. Wait up, I got to recycle. What's going on? What happened?
What happened? His intentions were good, but he didn't recycle properly. Recycling is mandatory in the town of Bourne, but we need your help to recycle smart. You can recycle metal food and beverage cans, plastic bottles, jars, jugs, and tubs, glass bottles and jars, paper, newspaper, cardboard, boxes, but do not recycle garbage. No plastic bags and no plastic wrap, no food or liquid, no clothing, fabric or linens, and no tanglers such as hoses, wires, chains, or electronics. Most importantly, don't put your recyclables in a plastic bag. For more information, go to thetownofbourne.com. Click on Recycling in Bourne for a quick link to more information. Thank you for recycling smart.
That was a really fun PSA we did, and now that same website has that tool we just demonstrated for you to get even more information. If you have a question, pizza boxes can be recycled, but the ones with lots of grease and food, just tear that off, throw that away, put the clean part in the recycling cart. We want you to have, we want quality recyclables, because that means we can be accepted at the recycling facilities, and then recycling facilities can sell them at domestic markets and have a way to make money, which then affects how we all divert materials. So if we have garbage in the recycling, that only hampers that effort. So Heather, any last words that you want to say from the recycling committee, and Jimmy Boyle, who enforces at the curb for the DPW?
Keep your carts separated 3 feet and wheels to the back. Bag your trash and keep your recyclables loose.
And if you don't have your rubbish or recycling picked up, there could be a reason for it. Call the Department of Public Works at 508-759-0600, extension 3. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you recycling in Bourne and cooperating. Have a nice day.